So you're married to a sports nut, huh? Well, you're not alone.
Certainly not alone.
I'm not a sports nut.
You aren't.
I kind of enjoy it, but it's not a big part of my life.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, I know so many women married to, what do they call it, a football widow or whatever it is. I mean, because it's just so fulfilling, cathartic, and fun. And I think it's also kind of the center of their social life.
Right. So,
and here, let me just say this. To women who wonder, what can I do? A lot of times men gravitate towards that because they love the shared activity. I mean, absolutely, it's about sports, but it's also about that shared experience that makes them feel connected.
it's a social event,
Right.
because it's not just kind of, although, certainly a true sports nut is going to watch it by himself anytime,
Yeah.
but it's always more fun to watch it with somebody else.
Or play it, or whatever
Yeah.
it is. And so one hint for women is, make sure you plan in some shared activity. And, if you can palate it, go along to some of those sporting events or whatever and make yourself a part of it, even if you're not enthralled with the topic, but just to be a part of their life, because
And I can almost
recognize...
sense you cringing as we say that.
Well,
Ooh,
I'm cringing while I say it, because I don't want to do that.
Who wants to go maybe watch the game or whatever and watch him play basketball? But it is just being on the sidelines is so important to him sometimes. Doesn't mean you have to do it all the time, but really that says so much to a guy when you will kind of check out his world.
Well, the secret payoff is that if you're going to have a great conversation, it's generally going to come as a result of them feeling that connection with you in that shared activity.
And he's going to come off of that court and he's going to be
Yeah.
energized. Could you believe that guy? Didn't you think he fouled me? And they're going to kind of pull you into that experience with them.
Yeah, but it's also okay to sit down and say, look, you know what? I'm feeling like a little bit like a widow here. You've gotten wrapped up in this, and I know
Very
there's
fair.
a season to this, but I need to have a timeout. You need
Right.
to give me some focused attention, and it needs to be without sports. And again, make a suggestion. Tell them what would make you feel good. Maybe it's, dinner and a movie, a very girly movie, or whatever it is that creates a moment of break.
Well, and here's another thing, and that is that if you know, for example, he's going to be watching football on Monday nights, you schedule something else with your girlfriends. You have something that you're going to look forward to during that time, so it doesn't feel like you're just wandering around aimlessly in the house. I can't wait till the game ends so we can
Or
connect
maybe
again.
not aimlessly, but with this list, you're fuming about things that they're not doing.
Right.
And you know what? It's kind of fun sometimes because they begin to miss you and wonder, okay, how could you have such a life going on?
There you go, yeah. But it really is a matter of being intentional about this and
That's
not
right.
just whining and are you going to watch more of this and that. Now, there are times I know where you do have to set some boundaries. I mean, if the guy has on the sports radio in the bathroom in the morning and you're trying to get better and it's just like clouding your head with stuff and then you have it over dinner, there's times I know true sports nuts that just have a hard time turning it off, and it's in the car, it's everywhere they go. And sometimes you do have to set some clean boundaries. And how can you do that? How can you say, without getting him furious, to say, man, I've got to have
you have to sit down together and you have to agree on them together.
some sports-free space.
Right.
Yeah, you got to set that up. So there you go. A few pointers to think about if you're married to a sports nut.